Welcome to the Nuff Said podcast. We are talking season 3, episode 12 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Inside Man. And I'm Rob Southgate. With me is...
Wengrosky? Oh, no, Jack's not here yet. It's Alil Kunica.
Right. Yeah, Jack was the first one in and is having some kind of technical difficulties. We have limited time, so we just jumped right ahead. So Jack may be joining us. Jack may not be joining us. We'll find out. But this is going to be a tight one tonight, so we're going to do this quickly. Alil, let's start off. What did you think?
It was a good episode. I mean, it was a good kickoff to more in the, I don't want to say, I guess not kickoff to the season because we already had that last week, but I guess continuation of Ward's kind of impending doom, because they're just building him up like he's just sitting in a room, and that's right. Kind of, so they're just teasing it out. I like the Coulson, what's his face? Now I'm drawing up on his name. Talbot, little relationship there. It kind of played out that it was going to happen this way. I felt that it was going to be like he was going to stab him in the back once they did all this stuff. It just seemed a little kind of played up.
Yeah. What told me that was going to happen was the thing with his wife.
Yeah.
When that happened, I'm like, they're setting something up here.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it was a good episode. I mean, I wasn't like through the moon with it. But I'm waiting to see what they do with Ward, or whatever Hive now. I don't. It's like it just seems like they're wasting money on special effects to show him like absorbing people when you don't need that. Like they don't need it.
What is he doing there? Is he absorbing them?
It looks like it. I mean, like at the end,
he did it to the guy with the eyes, to Medusa, but nothing happened to Medusa. Oh no, he didn't do it to Medusa. He did it to the other guy. Oh wait, this just in. Jack's trying to call in. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right, so Jack is calling in, but he can't hear us. So I think it's better if we just let him mumble in the background while we figure this out. So if he joins us, he joins us. If not, it's funny to listen to Jack. So, Alil, where were we? We were talking about Hive. So you're right. He did the thing to Medusa, or not to Medusa. He did it to the other guy. And then when we saw him,
we didn't see what it was.
Right. When we saw him do what he did, they were all like
settings and see what happens.
Red grossies on the ground, right?
Right. So I don't know. And after at the end when he was doing it again to all those other people, like it seemed like it fed him, it healed him, because you didn't see that bullet wound in him anymore.
It was totally all muscular. It totally did. That's why he was saying, he didn't need another vessel. And then when they said, are you going to use one of them? He's like, not like another vessel. Like he knew what he was doing. He was absorbing them to turn into this. Now, I don't know much about Hive. I mean, I've seen the character and stuff, but is this what he does?
I don't believe so. I can't remember. It was a short run that he was on. But I would say that, if I don't remember him absorbing people. Like
although I guess, does it really matter? Like they can take this character and kind of redefine him as whatever, because he's not like, it's not like Red Skull or something where you go, you know what? I know what this character is. I know what this character does.
Right,
and they are playing with it.
It's what this show does best. It gives you a character or somewhat of a character, and then changes them. I mean, it's not.
Case in point,
we know.
The Absorbing Man. I said, case in point, the Absorbing Man. Did you think it was weird that they made him a hero tonight? I mean, not really, but kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he is. I mean, I still don't know why he. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird character. In the comics, he was always kind of like just a dumb brute.
Yeah, and he had the dumb. He had those striped pants on all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And but it's I don't know. It's just weird to me that they did it this way. But again, it could be a good storyline. I mean, I liked Bobby and why am I drawing a blank at his name? Hunter. I like them in this story, and I liked how they kind of got out of here. And kind of didn't trust him right away, you know, and it still didn't, you know. And I like that at the end when it's like, this doesn't make us even.
When he clocked Hunter, the first thing I said is, yeah, that's not going to build trust.
No.
Now the Talbot thing though also was weird. Like, okay, I get what they were doing, but we do know who this character is. And I thought that this played a little A-teamy, the way this whole scene went with him and Coulson and that whole room. But I did like it though. I'm not complaining. I did enjoy a lot of the episode, but it was very it had a couple of setup things and then was a lot of filler.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's kind of what's to expect. I mean we're gonna be waiting for the big Ward unveil and them all being shocked that he's back and
yeah, well but now the unveil is going to be him as like Super Ward. He's not going to look like I thought they were going to see him in that weird like rib cage thing and be like, what the serious hell? But no, that's not what's happening.
Yeah. Speaking of unveil, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Jack's here.
Yay.
And Jack, you were on and you didn't even know it.
Oh jeez.
We just let you talk in the background and mumble to yourself. That's my favorite. Catwoman, yeah. So Jack, what did you think of this episode?
You know, I thought it was good. I didn't get all the way to the end. I got about halfway through, and so I still need to kind of catch up.
Yeah. Well, you missed I think really the most story movement is in the last like 3 minutes.
Right, great. I'll just watch that then.
Yeah, I mean, like what you've seen so far is a lot of filler. There's some fun stuff. I mean, I like the interactions with Hunter and Bobby. You know what? I was really, really thinking we were going to get a sweet like May and Mockingbird going in there and kicking butt. We got a little Mockingbird, but we're not getting any May action this year. Not yet.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just not enough room for it, or if they're saving something big, or they just don't know how to tie it in with all this stuff.
I think they're saving something big. I think there is an element of room there, but I think they're saving because this one felt like they were kind of treading water a lot.
Well, here's one of the things I've seen with May is, you know, they put her up as the cavalry. She's like superhuman, but not an inhuman.
Right.
You know, she has skills, and I don't think they quite know what to do with her because even though she has great skills, if it comes up between her and Daisy, Daisy's just going to wipe her out. Right. You know, where before, you know, there was this element of, oh, you know, don't make May mad because, you know, she'll kick you in the face and blah blah blah.
Right.
And
now the teeth have been taken out of her a little bit.
A little bit, you know.
Well, do you think the Inhumans thing is hurting this a little? Do you think the Inhumans storyline is actually hurting the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. storyline?
It's hurting certain characters. I think I do agree with Jack that it's hurting May. But then again, May is proven that she is a human who has been able to kill an Inhuman. So it kind of gives her it kind of puts, you know, she's the Hawkeye Black Widow of this superhero team. You know, like they're, you know, hanging around people with special abilities and still able to keep up. So I don't know if it's hurting, but I think right now the writers don't know what to do with her. Like she just like disappears and reappears, and it's like we don't get those cool fight scenes anymore.
Yeah, didn't you totally think there was going to be a big fight scene?
Yeah, she just disappeared and came back with the box truck. I'm like,
yeah,
what happened? It was like,
all of a sudden I did think that. I'm like, oh, she's the driver.
Yeah,
but I did love Bobby working with the batons. That was cool. But they should have had her and May go in there. You could get your big, you know, Bobby with the batons scene, but have May go in and just, you know, taking the rest of the guys out in the room. That would have been fantastic. Plus, you could have had Hunter go off and get the truck at that point.
Definitely. I mean, I want to go back to Hive real quick because we were talking about his powers, and he does have like these parasite things. So I'm wondering if that's what that CG cloud of stuff was. And
I bet it is.
Like, okay, so and he does absorb bodies. So I mean, I guess that is what he does. So I mean, he can make the a host body stronger, like, but he can't like do anything like superhuman. I mean, he possesses greater than average strength, but that's the combined effort of continuous feeding.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess we'll see.
So he's got to keep eating people.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep eating, especially because he's in a dead host body.
How long before he eats Malik? End of the season?
Oh, probably. That'll be how it ends. Malik turns away with the horrid look on his face, and he just gets absorbed. Unless they actually finally kill Ward and Brett Dalton's off the show. I
don't know, man. They've kept him around this long, and really they could have written him out at any time. I think they want to keep him around.
Well, I think Malik represents the army, the force, where a lot of these evil the anti-heroes, they can do a whole lot, but they need that infrastructure. They need the Hydra army to do what they need, because Hive isn't strong enough to really do anything yet, and he promises that he will be able to.
Jack,
I think
you haven't seen the ending yet.
Yeah, wait till you watch the last 3 minutes.
You have not seen what happens.
So I assume that so he eats his way.
Yes,
he's eating his way back to power.
Yes.
Yep.
Kind of like you, Jack. I've seen you do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, how do you think I got to this weight? Please.
That's right. I must get more power, Jack. You're just eating a lot of Taco Bell. Must eat more per power.
What's the guys that the power lifters? I'm carbo loading because I'm sure I have a contest coming up soon.
Right.
That's really what it is.
So,
but
yeah, go ahead, man.
He also he's got Ward's memories, although there's not it seems like a different Ward person. He doesn't have Ward's personality, but he has Ward's memory because he remembers the incident on the planet and some things that only Ward would know. Yeah,
he's got things that are there, but he also, it seems like he has Ward in there, but it's very much like he's aware that Ward's there, but Ward is not Ward at all anymore. There is no way they're going to do something where Hive gets extracted and we get Ward back. Ward's dead. There's no way. And if they do, that is going to break what's going on, because I do like that they've taken a character that was a main character, a good guy in the beginning, where they made him bad. Then they kind of gave redemption, and then, bam, he's dead. Yeah. And all we got is this thing. I think that's a cool concept.
Well, the redemption was extremely short-lived because they were on that planet for only one reason, and that was really back for Hydra.
Oh yeah, well he didn't have redemption there. It was before that when he was kind of working with them and he was kind of putting pieces together, and then when his girlfriend got killed, he snapped. That's when he was like, right. Nope, I'm back to being bad Ward.
Yeah. Malik did use him. I mean, Malik planned it this way. I'm almost positive that Malik figured that it would attach to Ward and that's what would happen. I mean, yes. It really did seem that was what his plan was all along.
Well, I think that right. Hive even said that tonight when he made an implication that this body was right. So I think that was all a setup. I don't know if Ward was aware completely of the setup.
No, because Ward got played like a little
kind of.
Pretty much.
He was definitely there to pull some shenanigans. He wasn't innocent and got taken.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He really
wasn't.
He
was sacrificing himself.
Well, yeah, and Malik got him to do it willingly because he wasn't going to go. He was going to send the lackeys.
Right.
He wasn't there to be part of the team, and then all of a sudden Malik starts talking, this Hydra nonsense, and Ward, you'll be in control of the world, and the world will be yours. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I'm into going, and he's leading the team. And yeah, he's the strongest one there. He was the one that Hive was going to pick, dead or alive.
Now, do you guys think that what we were seeing tonight, aside from the Hive storyline, do you think that the stuff that was going on with Daisy and Lincoln and all that, do you think that is their way of doing a precursor to Civil War? No. It reminded me of the mutants and that whole thing.
It reminded me of the mutant cure, but Civil War has nothing to do with this. I mean, Civil War is about the Accords and all that.
I know, but I was wondering if this was their way of making you think, because they were saying things like, who's the good guy and all that. And I just kind of got this feeling I think they're trying to give some allusions to that, because I don't think that the movie side is going to tie into them at all. Not like in the past.
I didn't feel it. I didn't think of it. It didn't pop into my head.
So do you think they're just not even going to address it?
It sounded more like X-Men. You're right about the cure and stuff. Like that's what I thought of. But I didn't think about Civil War at all.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking Civil War because we're so close to it, and I thought, I could see them just trying to plant seeds. The seeds of doubt is who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, what's the perspective to go with? Because the way they were fighting, it just reminded me of that some.
Well, I think it's the storyline they've been going between Lincoln and Daisy the entire time, because Daisy wants to remain part of the establishment. She wants to remain part of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Lincoln, he doesn't want a cure. He doesn't want to be part of any of this. He wants the anonymity that he used to have, and he's just not.
You have it backwards, Jack. I don't think so. Daisy wants to be part of S.H.I.E.L.D., but Lincoln was the one when they said they might have a cure, because maybe you didn't get to this part of the episode, but when they said they might have a cure, he was the one that gripped onto it, and it was like, look, this could be an answer. And Daisy's going, what are you kidding me? We don't want to do that. This defines us. Did you not see that part?
I didn't see that part, but that surprises me because Lincoln, like the entire time, well, I guess that does make sense, because Lincoln I think he just wants his normal life back. I don't think he likes the whole Inhumans thing.
I think they were doing that before, but I think they've dropped that because it's kind of weird. He might not like I think that was muddy. I think they've kind of let that go.
I don't think, I think in some ways, and, obviously because I haven't seen the back half, it does kind of skew a lot of things, but I think it's because the way they're kind of flip-flopping the characters. He just really seems like, the guy where he was on he was part of the team that was training all the Inhumans,
right,
and really kind of latched on to this way of life.
Well, they make reference to it in here, and he even says what he kind of believed in with that. So, they haven't let that part of it go.
I guess it's a little weird because it does seem incongruent with his character.
I think Lincoln is one of the weakest characters. I think that storyline is one of the weakest. And I think that the inconsistencies we're pointing out are things that are just kind of some glaring holes in the show. Not that I don't like the actor. I think the actor's fine. I just think they don't know what to write with him yet.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like anywhere I go with a guess, it's like, oh my God, it's wrong. And, if you go from A, B to C, and, it's like, well, that makes sense. But, man, every time you go to A, B, and it's like, no, you're going back to A, it's, they're not being true to the character. And I really like Lincoln's character. I like the fact that he's really not part of the team. But he's an Inhuman.
Right.
And
it was interesting, but now they've made him kind of like he's this season's Daisy.
Yeah.
Where she wasn't quite part of the team, and then she was, and now she's like full-on agent. Like, is that what they're going to do with him? Same kind of thing? Or will they do the brave thing and, like, maybe kill him?
I don't think so. I think he's going to be that the love interest for Daisy, unless, of course, they've changed that at some point. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you missed that part.
You missed that part, too.
She
no or yes? Or
she took her shirt off, and then they were, she's about.
Yep.
Well, it sounds like you're taking the opposite side, but it just kind of confirms what I just said.
Well, no, you said you weren't sure if they were going to drop the love interest thing. They are not dropping the love interest thing.
Okay, so yes, they're not doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
You and your double negatives, Jack.
Well, I'm just confirming what you did not say.
All right. All right. What didn't we get to in this?
The second half.
Okay, so I thought the woman with the scar was going to end up being the mole, but she's not. I was not surprised by what happened with Talbot. You haven't seen this yet, Jack. I did like seeing. I thought they did a good job with the Absorbing Man, but he wasn't the Absorbing Man from the comics because of it. But I thought the scene when he turned into rubber was really great, and then how May knew to hit him with the metal so that they could knock him down. That was really good. Yeah. I liked Coulson's hand when Talbot's walking with it. He's like, "Ew, here, take this." That was good. Actually, I think the best line out of the whole thing was when Hutter called Daisy and Lincoln "shake and bake." I thought that was pretty funny. It was good, man. They had Talbot's son. They had, I didn't care about any of that. Gooey Ward was the best part. You haven't seen that yet, Jack, but Gooey Ward is going to make an appearance soon.
Nice.
Yes.
You know, I want that action figure.
Gooey Ward. You know what? Just get a Grant Ward action figure and then get like slime. That's it.
Yes.
That's all it was.
I'll just put it in a glass full of slime, and if anybody asks, I'll say that's the Hive action figure.
Gross. It's like, do you guys remember the X-Men action figures from when the movie came out? Alil, did you get those? I know you're a big collector.
Yeah, no, I never did.
Okay, I have them.
I never liked the X-Men movie figures.
X-Files. Those are not X-Men.
Oh, X-Files, you said?
Yes.
No, I never collected those.
You need to pay attention more when I'm talking, Alil. It's very important.
I thought you said X-Men.
I probably did. I don't pay attention when I'm talking. But it came with an alien that was like tied up, and it was packaged. But if you took that off, you're not supposed to, but if you took it off, it was just like jelly with bones in it inside this thing. It was really disgusting. You can see pictures online. That's what they're going to do for Ward. Gross.
Hey, speaking of pictures online, I'm looking at EW.com on the TV recap, and I see a big picture of Coulson with Talbot, and Talbot's in like a kimono.
Yes.
And they're in front of like a pool, which looks like it's filled with sea bass with freaking laser beams on top of their heads.
They're at Dr. Evil's. That's where the summit is. Did you not see this part yet, Jack?
I didn't. Can you explain some of that to me? Because it
No,
looks like
it's a summit.
Right.
It's a summit where they're talking about the Inhumans. It has nothing to do with the sea bass or any of that. It's just funny that you said that. Because you're right. That's what it looked like.
It does. I expect what's his name to pop out at any minute. But the whole Dr. Evil and Austin Powers.
At least they have frickin' laser beams. All right, I have to end it because I have to go. So this was a real short episode. You guys got any final thoughts?
Catwoman?
No, it was okay. And we need to pick it up. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. We need the story to kick in now and get some action going. And don't wait for Civil War to come out before you start doing stuff. And I'm afraid that might be what we're kind of getting right now.
No, because they're underground. It doesn't matter now what happens with S.H.I.E.L.D. It's underground. I mean they set that up with the president last episode. Yeah, I mean, they're not waiting.
Yeah, they just need to get it moving. All right, that's it. You can follow me at @Southgate. You can follow the show at Nuff Said Podcast. Find us on Twitter. Find us at our website, which is southgatemediagroup.com. And we have links there to everything. One cool thing, this week I'm putting on, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't think we've talked about this. We have a couple of affiliate sponsors on there. If you want to support us, one easy way to do it is, number one, there's a T-shirt thing. You can always get a T-shirt from us. We do get a little something when you do that. Just click on it on the website. Or there's going to be a banner for Amazon.com. If you click on that, for 24 hours, it puts a cookie on your computer. If you order anything from Amazon in that 24-hour period, so it doesn't have to be something we're advertising. It doesn't have to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you order some shoes or a crock pot or whatever, Twilight, I doubt our fans are ordering Twilight, but maybe. You never know.
We're not judging.
But we get a small sliver of that. That helps support the show. So if you're going to shop on Amazon, please click on the link on our website. I'll make it real obvious. It's not there yet, or it's not obvious yet, but it will be by the time this is up. Please click on that and do your ordering. It doesn't cost you anymore. You still use Prime. Everything's the same, but we get a little something, so please do that. All right, I got all that business out of the way. Jack, where can they find you?
Usually at the mall, the panhandling.
Yeah, right.
Or at...
Picking up free internet, because that's what you heard tonight.
Yeah, at J. Wengrosky, and you can check out our show also on the Southgate Media Group website, The Blacklist, and hopefully very soon the season 2 of the Bosch podcast.
Yeah, no kidding. And Alil, where can they find you?
They can find me at the League of Geeks podcast. That's Geek with a Z, and that is on Twitter at LOGEEKZ.
That's it. All right, we're out of here. Thank you for listening, everybody. We will be back with a regular episode next week. Until then, Nuff said.
Nuff said.